Hello guys, we are back with another Naruto What If video. A what if movie. Now, I'm sorry I haven't posted yesterday. I am going to post 2 movies today, hopefully. But I didn't get any sleep. Like, I was up from 4 p.m. yesterday to, well, now, and it's 11 a.m. So yeah, I just got back from the dentist, and they said I gotta take the tooth out, which is, I really don't like that, but, you know, I had this problem for about a year, ever since March, and they denied me on, like, March, April, May, June, I think it was around June and July, they denied me my appointment, so, I don't know why. Guess it's reasons about, like, dental things, I don't know, but anyway, we're just gonna get straight into this movie, and this is gonna be some concept that I've done on the channel before. What if Naruto had the powers of Luffy, the movie? Now, this concept is gonna be very, very sought out. A lot of people love hearing this concept, and I really want to do my double take on it. You see, I did one at the start of the channel, my very first what if, and I want to remake it. I want to make a new better one. So this is going to be the movie to what if Naruto had the powers of Luffy. Now you guys are probably wondering, why had the powers of Luffy instead of what if Naruto had the Gamu Gamu no Mi? Well, it's because I want Naruto to have Haki, observation Haki, and armament Haki. So just saying that what if Naruto had the powers of Luffy would guarantee Naruto to have Conqueror's Haki along with Haki and Conqueror's Haki. Observation Haki. As he has all 3 types of Haki types. Along with having the Gamu Gamu no Mi. Now, he would not have Luffy's, personality. As I say, it's just going to be the powers. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And, just make sure to like and subscribe for more movies like this. So anyways, we start off this movie during the birth of Naruto. Now, as Naruto would be born, Naruto's, presence would be felt. As, Obito or Minato would just look at this baby and smile. As anyways, when a couple of events would occur. Obito would kidnap Naruto, throw him in the air, covering his blanket in paper bombs. Minato would catch him, defuse the bombs by throwing it away. As he would teleport away, this when Kushina would be taken. As Naruto would be placed on the bed, Minato would teleport back, grabbing Kushina with a ripped out Kyuubi, placing her with Naruto. As this is when he would fight Obito. As he fights Obito, Obito would have been taken out. Well, not taken out, but he would have fled. As he would say, it's either me or your village. Are you gonna go and defeat that Biju over there, Minato? As Minato, having no choice, would do so. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Minato would teleport back, grabbing his wife and child, and would teleport to the battlefield. As he makes it to the battlefield, he sees the gigantic fox. As the gigantic fox would just look down on him. As he would roar. This is when Kushina would pop a couple of chakra pills and would use her chains to chain the did I just say dragon? Yo, I'm tripping. Hold on. I thought I just said dragon. As the gigantic fox would roar down on her. As anyways, twin chakra chains would come out of Kushina and start wrapping the fox. As the fox would have been pinned to the ground, Minato would use his seal and would seal. He would use the Reaper Death Seal and seal the fox into his child Naruto. As Naruto would have been receiving the full 9 tails along with the soul. This is when Minato, in his dying breath, would see Hiruzen Sarutobi. As Hiruzen Sarutobi would start walking towards Naruto and Minato and Kushina, Kushina would be telling Naruto in a weak and frail voice to eat well, train hard, and to find someone who actually loves him, and to not be mean, always be kind, and to never borrow money if you don't need it. As this is when Kushina would pass, Minato would ask Hiruzen to take care of his son, as Hiruzen would do so, or would vow to do so. As this is when Minato dies, we have the time to where Hiruzen would call all the Anbu and tell them to bury them, as they had a send-off. So anyways, after this, Hiruzen Sarutobi would take the child into the council room. There's a couple of minutes later, when the civilians hear what the boy holds, they would start shouting for his head, asking for the death of Naruto. As this would really disgust Hiruzen, having no choice, would say the boy is going to live in the orphanage, and that anyone who discloses the information about him being the Jinchuriki, they would be promptly executed. As this would cause a lot of civilians to frown, some of them would smirk, seeing that they technically have the child in their grasp, and they don't have to worry anymore. That they have their they have their QB that they are able to kill. As anyways, this would really just cause for celebrations in the civilian side. So Naruto would be placed in the orphanage. He would have some Anbu guards guarding him, but these Anbu guards would neglect their duty to watch Naruto. So we have a time to where Hiruzen would just be pacing in his office, as Danzo, Homura, and who's that old lady again? Danzo, Homura, and someone else. So yeah, the three elders would walk in, as they would say, "So, Hiruzen Sarutobi, or Hokage," or they would just call him Hiruzen. Seeing as they were friends, Hiruzen would just look at them. As Danzo would say, "So, Hiruzen, why don't you allow me to train the boy? I can make him into a splendid shinobi." As Hiruzen would say, "Danzo, if I let you do that, then that's technically giving over leadership to Konoha to you. And I most certainly don't want to do that." As Hiruzen would look at him with a glare. As Sun Homura and Koharu would say something. "Well, what are you going to do with the boy? Because it seems you're just going to waste his potential." As this is when, Homura and Koharu would be shut up. They would be shut up by Hiruzen's killing intent. As Hiruzen would look at them, Hiruzen would say, "Not one word out of both of you. You've supported the civilian side, so I don't want to hear it. Only Danzo was the one who stayed neutral, so he really does have only one thing to say, and I already denied that. But the boy will be living in the orphanage. He'll live a normal life from now on, until I'm able to actually get a hold of him to train him. The civilians might have taken some of my power, but I'm not going to let that happen anymore." As Danzo thinking, let's see about that. Make sure the civilians tend to hate that boy for the rest of his life. As anyways, we're just going to have a time to where we have a 4-year time skip. So Naruto would have been in the orphanage. He would have been tied by his arms. In a comical way, as he is made out of rubber, Naruto would literally be tied out of his arms. Like, they just make a rope out of his arms. As Naruto would be getting, angry, he says, "Give me food." Naruto would have untangled himself. As he would punch through the door, he smells meat. As I kind of said that I wasn't going to give him the characteristics of Luffy, but I changed my mind. As anyways, Naruto would throw his hand, grabbing onto one of the meat that are on the table, and would just start eating it. As Naruto sees all the food on the table, he starts eating all of it. As this is when one of the orphanage marchages would see him, they would look at him with a scowl, saying, You damn brat! You ate all the food? Alright, that's it, get out! As, she would grab him, Naruto would be thrown out of the orphanage. Wow, comical. As he's walking with a full stomach and how can I say this? A very, what's the smile that you use? A very splendid smile on his face. Naruto would just be like, wow, that was a nice meal. Still hungry though. So Naruto started walking around the village. Naruto seeing a whole bunch of people staring at him and whispering. So they're calling him a demon. Naruto would be asking himself, why are they calling him that? As he's saying this is when a bold villager would walk up to Naruto and grab him by the collar of his shirt. As he says, you damn brat, what the hell do you think you're doing out here celebrating the festival? You're the damn fox who's caused this. As this would cause Naruto to be irritated. As he would say, why do you always call me the fox? Do I look like a fox to you? As the man would say, oh, shut up. Hey, this kid's getting smart. Why don't we teach him a lesson? Naruto would punch the man in his face. It would lightly knock him back. As Naruto, seeing the man lost the grip off of his shirt, would start running. Now as he's running, Naruto would pick up speed. As the man would try and punch him, Naruto would get hit by a club. But this club wouldn't do any damage. Seeing as Luffy is almost, how do I say this? Or he is mostly invulnerable to, blunt attacks. So he cannot be hurt by blunt attacks. Naruto would take this hit and would just smile. So he would keep on running. So Naruto finds himself trapped in an alley. So when the villagers would start beating him with blunt objects, Naruto would just play it off, playing it as he's getting hurt. This is when a man with a spiky one would slam his club down. As Naruto would dodge this, Naruto says, well, that's enough of your fun. As Naruto would shoot his hands up, he would grab the two, roofs, technically, and launch himself high in the sky. So Naruto would land down on one of the roofs. He would start running. As when a shinobi, a retired one, would start chasing him. As this one has experience. As he would throw a kunai at Naruto, Naruto, seeing this, would duck it. As Naruto grabs it, he says, what is this thing? So Naruto would whip his hand back and then would shoot it towards the man, throwing the kunai, as the man, barely having any time to dodge, would have had his cheek cut. As he says, that damn demon, how dare he? As Naruto would just look at this and be like, whoa. As when Anbu would show up, apprehending the man, and would take Naruto to the Hokage office. As Hiruzen would be apologizing, saying that he should have been there in time to help Naruto. So Naruto's like, don't worry, old man. I dealt with it myself. This is when we have a 2-year time skip. Now, 2 years would go by, as Naruto would just be walking around the village. At night, Naruto sees a shinobi, as this shinobi would be seemingly a part of the Cloud Village. Naruto would see this man holding a sack, as this bag would have had someone in it, as this would be the heiress to the Hyuga clan. Naruto would see this. Naruto would be, sensing a lot of people around him. Not a lot of them, but in at least a 2,000 foot radius, Naruto could sense about 100 people moving frantically. As this man would keep on running, Naruto would, go to where that man is. As he sees the man would stop. As the man would be muttering to himself, This is when two shinobi would show up saying, "Hey, I got the kid, let's get back to Kumo." So Naruto, hearing this, would see the bag. As the bag would be squirming, Naruto would come down as he's like, "Hey, what's in that bag?" As the Kumo shinobi would be like, "What? You let a kid follow us? Wait, doesn't that kid look familiar? Huh, maybe we turn him into the Raikage. The Raikage could give us a big bonus. Why don't we do that, guys?" When Naruto hears that, he's gonna say, "Huh, you guys honestly think you'll ever beat me? No." As Naruto would cock his fist back, it would swing back and come flying at the man. As the man, not expecting this, would have been hit and knocked out by Naruto's one punch. But Naruto won't get that lucky next time. As the two other ones charge at Naruto, they would hit Naruto. As Naruto would get hit, Naruto would have been slashed, but Naruto would take the slash and send a haymaker towards the other shinobi. As this one would be brutally punched, as he would fly straight through his tree. His head would get indented into the tree. As Naruto sees the last one would say, "Fire style, fireball jutsu." As Naruto would dodge. Jumping out the way, Naruto sees an opportunity. As he would say, "Gamu gamu no bazooka." As the man would be hit by Naruto's bazooka, this man would be sent flying. As this man would have been stopped, getting impaled by a tree. As Naruto seeing this would be like, "Oh my goodness, what? I did not mean to do that." As this is when Anbu would show up. As Naruto would be taking, Hinata out of the bag, the Anbus would stop him saying, "What did you do to the Hyuga heirs?" As these would be Anbu from the Hyuga clan. But this is when Naruto would say, "I was just simply saving her. She was kidnapped by these two shinobi, I guess." As Naruto says, "See this? I did a better job than you. You guys weren't even able to find her. So you guys should be grateful, because they probably would have been halfway to Kumo." As this is when, one of the shinobis would say, "All right, well then, we're going to really report this to Hiyashi." As this is when Hiyashi would show up. As Hiyashi would say, "So, who's the one who kidnapped my daughter?" As this is when Naruto would just point to the 3 knocked out shinobi, and also there's a dead one. Naruto would just say, "Yeah, they kind of were, but I stopped them." As Hiyashi would say, "Well, I thank you. What is your name, boy?" "My name is Naruto Uzumaki, and one day I'll become the strongest." As, Hiyashi would just smile. This is when the Hokage would show up, along with his Anbu. As the Hokage shows up, Hiruzen would look at Naruto and saying, "Naruto, you did this yourself?" As Hiruzen would be looking at Naruto, he sees potential in the boy. As Naruto, at the point, is only able to use observation haki. Now, let me explain why. You see, Naruto was only able to observe, but he's been able to observe things farther better than most people, and farther better than any shinobi, even Hiruzen himself. As Naruto has seemingly a better perception, being similar to the Uzumaki's mind eye, Naruto can see people's chakra and their soul. Being able to see their presence, Naruto can predict moves, but not as good. You see, Naruto's only able to Naruto's only able to see up to 2 seconds into the future with his future sight. As Naruto would have been able to dodge many attacks like this. But a 2-second window can't be enough for Naruto. Since he is still a child, he is not as fast. As anyways, Hiruzen would just praise Naruto, saying if he wants to join the academy. Why did I say it like that? The academy. As Naruto would just smile, saying yeah. As Hinata would come out, giving him a hug, so Naruto would just have a big smile. As we have a 1-year time skip. Now, as 1 year goes by, Naruto would be sensing a lot of pain. As he's in the middle of the forest, he would then come across a compound, that being the Uchiha compound. As Naruto would be walking around, he senses that people are being killed. As he's not able to sense the presence anymore, Naruto is feeling very uneasy, and he's actually feeling a little bit of rage. As this is when Naruto senses that there's only, 4 people alive. But then it would drop down to 2. As Naruto would walk into the house, Naruto sees someone holding a katana, as this katana would have a lot of blood on it. This is when we see Sasuke trying to run to the door. As Naruto would be right there, Sasuke would look at Naruto. As Naruto would open the door wide, Sasuke would run out, saying, Run away, Naruto." As Naruto and Sasuke do know each other from the academy, Naruto would just look at Itachi, saying, "Why did you do this to these people? They were innocent. Why did you have to just kill them like that?" Itachi said, "Because I wanted to test out my power." As Naruto would start breathing, as he's like, Why would you just kill senselessly for power?" As Itachi said, "It's none of your business, Naruto Uzumaki. Now, infinite Tsukuyomi." As Naruto would then say, "Why would you do this?" This is when Conqueror's Haki would have been shot out of Naruto. As Itachi, feeling this, would almost pass out. This is when Itachi would knock out Naruto. Oh my god, I just bit my tooth. Oh my goodness. As Itachi would catch up to Sasuke, Sasuke would have been stopped and put in an infinite Tsukuyomi. As Itachi would bring Sasuke next to Naruto, as they both would have been knocked out. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where the Hokage would find them, as a couple of hours would go by. Now, as the entire Uchiha clan would be, made to be deceased, a lot of villagers in the village would say, "Hey, did you hear that the demon brat was next to the Uchiha clan when he got massacred? Yeah, it had to be him. It's always bad news with that kid." As when they said, "Hey, did you hear that Sasuke or Itachi was the one who killed his entire clan?" As a lot of people would say, "What the heck? Why would he do that? He seemed to be so innocent." As anyways, we have a POV to when Naruto and Sasuke are in the hospital. As they both would be in the same room, Naruto would wake up first, as he would be in shock of what happened. Naruto remembers a feeling of rage, but a feeling of will. As Naruto would have noticed that he subjected his own will onto another. As this would be Naruto having a smirk, seeing that he's gained another power, unknown to him, but Naruto might not be able to control that as efficient. You can't just train that power. It's your will. And it strengthens the more your will strengthens. As this is when we have a time to where Naruto would look to the right, seeing Sasuke laying on the hospital bed, would just leave. As when he does, this is when the nurses would glare at him, saying, "Great, the filth is out of the Prince Uchiha's room." As noticing the villagers noticing that, Sasuke is technically the only last loyal Uchiha, they're gonna just suck up to him. They're just gonna give him gifts, shower him with gifts, spoil him, as they say. As this would cause Naruto to frown. This is when, Hiruzen would show up, as the council was demanding Naruto to be executed, or not executed, but taken out of the village. Seeing as Naruto was so close to the Uchiha clan, they didn't want him to corrupt the so-called Uchiha-sama. As Naruto, hearing this, would have been disgusted, seeing that people would willingly throw him away this easy. As anyways, Naruto would have been ordered to leave the council room by Hiruzen himself. As Hiruzen began to sort things out, Hiruzen decides that he's gonna make Naruto live in the Forest of Death, seeing as it would be the only safe place for Naruto, seeing as the villagers would just target him inside the village. As after this is when Hiruzen would tell Naruto that he has to move into the force of death, as Naruto would just have a sad but also knowing look. This is when Hiruzen would give him a couple of scrolls, that being more money, as Naruto could buy any food that he wants, or any clothing. Naruto would say, I don't gotta worry about food, I got food in the forest. As Hiruzen would be like, alright Naruto, well then, just don't cause any troubles in there, right? There's someone named Uncle Mitarashi, so don't pester her, okay? But she might just end up pestering you because of the way she acts. As anyways, when Naruto would just smile, this is when he leaves. Now as he leaves, Naruto would just have that, training persona. He wants to start training at any time. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would start living in the force of death. As Naruto's academy in life would have been going something like this. Naruto would be talking with Sasuke. As this is when Sakura would show up. Along with, as Sakura would say, Naruto, what are you doing in my seat? As Ino would say, no, it's my seat. As Sakura would be like, no, just, Naruto, get out. We don't want you sitting here. That's my seat. I'm only able to sit next to Sasuke-kun. As Naruto would just frown at this, saying, Sasuke, do you want to sit next to her? As Sasuke would shake his head, Naruto would say, so, Sakura, you got your answer. He doesn't want to sit next to you, so you might as well just move your spot. As Sakura would try and punch Naruto, Naruto's head would get hit. As it would get sent flying to the ground, it would hit the ground and then bounce back and snap back to where it was supposed to be. As Naruto, seeing this, would have been very, very pissed off. As he would get up, getting ready to punch a civilian Sakura, this is when, Sasuke would stop him, saying that it might be too much. And that she might tell her mom, and that might be the civilian council. As Sakura would just glare, give Naruto a smile. Naruto would just be hating the fact that she's even in his class. As when Shikamaru and Choji would then say, oh my goodness, Sakura, you are so loud. As Sakura would just have a flustered type look, being embarrassed. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where, because he's already 6 years go by. Now that 6 years go by, Naruto would have been training in his fruit even more. As Naruto has learned more in observation haki and has learned normal haki to a degree, Naruto doesn't have a trainer, so it would be hard for him to actually learn it. But Naruto knows how to use Conqueror's haki. As it seems, it's not as hard as you think. All you have to do is just force your will against another opponent. As Naruto would have learned this the hard way, by almost dying to a tiger in the middle of the forest, Naruto would have been able to subject his will all around him, knocking out the tiger. As anyways, we have a time to where Naruto would show off his moves. Now, as Naruto would show off his moves, Naruto would, throw back his fist. As it would slam into a tree, this tree would have a gigantic dent in it. As this dent would be visible, a lot of animals seeing this would be wide-eyed. Seeing him as food, they would no longer see him as food, but they would see him as a king, as they are technically food for him. As anyways, that's when a lot of animals would start backing up, seeing as they can't take down this threat, so they keep backing up. But Naruto says, oh, I'm hungry. As when they would all start running, but Naruto would track them down. The tigers, the animals, by the way. Now after this, Naruto would have his meal. As anyways, Naruto, being at 13 years of age, would start making his way to the academy. As he makes his way to the academy, Naruto would see a lot of people there. As he makes it to the academy room, he makes it to Iruka's room, as Iruka is going to start the test as soon as Naruto gets in. So Naruto would be forced into a written exam. This is when Iruka would tell them all to come outside. As when they would be made to do the 3 Academy 3 Jutsu, along with scoring at least 5 out of 10 kunai and shuriken in the kunai and shuriken test. As Naruto would go up, he would get a 10 out of 10 on each. Naruto would be crowned as, well, second of the year. Passing, well, Shino Aburame. Shikamaru and Choji didn't really try. But Naruto and Shino did, along with Sasuke. Sasuke is the rookie of the year. Now, this would cause a lot of things to happen. But anyways, we're just going to go on to Naruto, waiting for his matchup against Sasuke. As they're going to wait, we're just going to have a time to where, well, the matches would be given. As Sasuke would come up to the ring, Sasuke would just look at Naruto. As Sasuke doesn't remember much about, Naruto after the massacre and after, 8 years of age, Naruto is probably, only his best friend, right now at the moment. So he only just remembers Naruto being there at the massacre. So not much. And you can't really say he was in the right state of mind at the day of when, that quarrel happened. When, Sakura was gonna try and sit next to Sasuke. So, yeah. But he remembers everything now, and he remembers Naruto and everything like that. As he became friends with Naruto over the years. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, along with Sasuke, would get ready to fight. As the match would happen, Naruto would send an attack. Sasuke would have to dodge that attack. As Naruto's arms would be sent flying towards Sasuke, Sasuke would then duck it and run under them. As he gets ready, he would try and punch Naruto in the head. But Naruto's hands coming back would, snap back. As Sasuke would then be grabbed, he would then be thrown outside the ring. As there and then, Naruto would have passed. As anyways, after Naruto had passed, a lot of people would be, yelling, saying that there's no way Naruto could have won that. But Naruto won fair and square. As anyways, Naruto would get his head manned. Naruto would say goodbye to Sasuke. As when Naruto would leave, as a lot of people would have a glare sent towards him, Naruto wouldn't care what act like the slightest. As anyways, Iruka would tell Naruto to come to the academy tomorrow, as Naruto would do so. Now, Naruto would go back home as the next day would roll around. Now, the next day rolls around as Naruto would make it back to the academy. Now, as Naruto makes it back to the academy, we're just gonna have a time to where Iruka would look at Naruto. As when Naruto would sit down, as teams would be called. As Naruto would hear that he gets Sasuke and Sakura. As Naruto would just put his head down. Ashamed that he got those 2 teammates, Naruto would just frown. I can't believe I got those teammates. What am I supposed to do with them? As anyways, this is when, Iruka would just, start picking up the child. But Naruto would pick up the child. As anyways, this is when Naruto would go back home. As he decides that he's going to give the child to the Hokage, he does so. Going back to the academy, 2 hours would pass. As it would be 2 hours, this is when, Kakashi would start to show up. As Kakashi shows up, Kakashi's going to be like, alright, all of you are boring. So, yeah. Meet me up at the roof, please. As they all do so. Now, as they all meet him up at the roof, they're going to say, so, what took you so long? As Kakashi would say, sorry, a black cat crossed my path. And then, yeah, my fault. Because, guys, this video was supposed to be posted around 2 p.m., but I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep, 30 minutes in. So, yeah. Not my fault. That's my fault, bro. But, anyways, this is when we're going to have a time so everyone else, or Naruto, along with Team 7, would head upstairs. Now, as he heads upstairs, somehow they make it there. As Kakashi would ask for their likes, their dislikes, and their goals. As Sasuke's would be the same. Well, not really, actually. Sasuke's would be like, I want to revive my clan and kill a certain someone. And I also want to become as strong as a certain someone. As he would look at Naruto, Naruto would just smile. Sakura's would be the same, as Naruto would be like, I want to become strong and be able to fight strong people, along with Sasuke. I also want to understand all my abilities. Because Naruto, truthfully, doesn't know all of his abilities. As one day, he would have just noticed that these abilities would just go to him at moments needed. If Naruto was angry, he would have had an observation haki reaction. And if Naruto was just observant all the way around, then Naruto would have received observation haki. Naruto only gets these power-ups when he's actually seeking out for something. If he's training, if he's trying to get better at something, he's gonna have observation haki if he's trying to get better at seeing. Armament haki if he wants to keep on physically training. And Conqueror's haki if he wants to enforce his will on someone. As anyways, after this, Naruto's dream would be, I want to become Hokage. This is when Kakashi would say, well then, those are some interesting dreams. As, you know, after this, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would just get up. As Kakashi would say, wait now, we're not done yet. Sit back down. As Naruto's like, why? This is boring if you're just gonna keep us here for another minute. What's the point? As Kakashi's gonna say, because I have to tell you guys something. As Naruto would sit back down, Kakashi would say, okay, so I want all three of you to meet me at Training Ground 7, and I suggest you don't meet, or you will throw up. Anyways, I need you guys to be there around 9 o'clock. As they would all, like, just agree, except for Naruto, seeing, like, what? No food? Oh, heck no. As this one, Naruto would just run home. As Naruto would jump from building to building, Naruto would make it home. As when we have a one-day time skip. Now, one day would go by. As this one day goes by, Naruto would wake up, as he would decide to make a meal. As when he starts eating all the food that he's made, in a similar fashion to Luffy. As anyways, after this, Naruto would start making his way to the Training Ground 7. As he would still, like, have some food, like a bag of chips or something, Naruto makes it there. As Naruto makes it there, just when Sakura said that he's late and that he was supposed to be here by 9 o'clock and it's 9:15, Naruto says, well, our sensei isn't here, so I assume I'm not late. As Sakura would just frown. This is when they would both, or all three, wait 3 hours. As 3 hours would go by, Naruto would be very, very pissed off. Seeing as, well, he was made to wait for 3 whole hours. Naruto would not sit well with this. As anyways, this is when Naruto would just, like, you know, see his sensei walking up to them. As Naruto would get in front of his sensei, saying, so, what took you so long? Or am I gonna have to beat the answer out of you? As Kakashi would say, whoa, calm down, Naruto. As Naruto was like, no, I'm not calming down. What took you 3 hours to get here when you told us to get here 3 hours early? Well, I was simply having my breakfast, of course. As Naruto hearing this, Naruto would be pissed beyond belief. As anyways, when Kakashi would be punched in the stomach. As Naruto doesn't like waiting, Naruto would then sit down with just a big frown on his face. As anyways, after this is when Naruto decides that he's just gonna wait. As his sensei says, alright, now that we're all calm, I just want to explain the bell test to you guys. I have 2 bells here and 2 bento boxes. Now, only 2 people can get these 2 bells and 2 bento boxes, while the other one would have failed, been sent back to the academy, and would have to go back for 1 more year of retraining. As Naruto hearing this would be like, what? No, that you can't do that. As Kakashi was like, yes, I can. As Naruto would just be like thinking like, huh, I never heard of this. As Kakashi would say, you guys have 1 hour to get these 2 bells, and if you don't, then you all fail. By the way, there's a 66% chance fail rate, so don't expect getting a win, alright? As Naruto would just like, cringe at that. There was no point in, Kakashi saying that, but it was just to fool them. As Naruto, would just, get up. Now, as Naruto gets up, Naruto is gonna run at Kakashi. As Naruto runs at Kakashi, Kakashi would be a little bit, taken aback, asking Naruto, why is he rushing at him? As Naruto would say, because I want to fight you. Now, as he hears this, he's going to be a little worried. Seeing as, Naruto is quite strong, but Naruto is just rushing in at him. Like, he's just straight rushing in at him. As this would cause, Kakashi to, not be afraid, but be just taken aback. Never expecting something like this to happen. He expected Naruto to hide. But Naruto being Naruto isn't gonna hide. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, along with Kakashi, would engage in a battle. Now, as they're all fighting, as they're both fighting, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would throw a Gamu Gamu no Mi. As this is when Kakashi unexpectedly, would dodge. As he would not know what this ability is. This is when we have a time to where Naruto would say, Gamu Gamu no! Gatling gun! As he says this is when Kakashi would have been hit by multiple fists. This is when he turns back into a log. As he turns into a log, oh my goodness. This is when Kakashi would be like, what? He can stretch his body? As, Naruto says that he has no chance in winning. Naruto is going to use his observation haki along with his armament. As his armament haki would have been turned on, Kakashi would have been hit. As Kakashi would feel this punch, this is when Kakashi would start dodging hits like Naruto. As he would really be caught off guard by what Naruto is doing, Naruto would just smile, saying, well then, it seems I got a nice hit on you, didn't I, huh? As Kakashi's like, alright Naruto, don't get too cocky. I haven't even used my Sharingan. As this was gonna catch Naruto a little bit off guard, but Naruto's like, what are you talking about? Kakashi would say, it's just that the Sharingan, one of my friends gave it to me a long time ago. And since I haven't used it, that means that I haven't been trying. As for Naruto would say, well, looks like we're both on the same page, huh? I haven't really been trying either, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter if I've been trying or not, hasn't it? Because I'm gonna win this battle, Kakashi. As Naruto would then say, second gear. As Naruto observed the shinobi using Shunshin, Naruto would, give himself that ability as well. As him using Shunshin, along with the second gear, this would boost him. As he's boosted by this, Naruto is obviously gonna, go more faster. Now, as he's more faster in this mode, Kakashi won't be able to, what is the word again? Keep up as good. As Kakashi would start getting bombarded with punches, this is when he gets hit with Naruto's Gamu Gamu no Mi whip. As this would hit Kakashi, Kakashi would, well, be very injured. As he has a cracked rib, Naruto would then grab onto both of Kakashi's, shoulders and say, "Gum Gum Rocket." As he says this, Kakashi, seeing that Naruto is coming at him at alarming speed, is going to turn into a log. As Naruto would slam into a log, Kakashi is like, if he really pulled off that move, then I would have been out of breath. He could have taken the bells easily. As Kakashi would look at Naruto, this is when he says, this kid is something else. As anyways, after this, Naruto would have seemingly, been out of breath, but then would disappear once more. Appearing right in front of Kakashi, Naruto would hit him with a Gum Gum Red Hawk. As you're asking why he could do this. Well, he has Haki, of course, but not to the mastery that he had it before, as this, move would have been heavily weakened. So, yeah. As anyways, Naruto would use Gum Gum Red Hawk. Kakashi would be like, what? Fire jutsu? But it's an attack. As when he would dodge the attack, it would slam down, hitting a tree, as this tree and everything around it would explode. As this is when, Kakashi's like, what? If I got hit by that, then I would have died. As this is when Kakashi would say, alright, fire style, fireball jutsu. As when he says, mud style, mudslide jutsu. As this is when fire would get sent towards Naruto. Naruto would be stuck in mud. As when Naruto would grab onto a tree and straight fling himself up into the air. As Naruto would then say, Gamu Gamu, no fireworks. As he would hit in every single direction. Every direction would have Naruto's foot or his, fist. As Naruto is doing this is when we have a time to where Naruto would just, oh, my fault. Oh my gosh, my jaw, everything just hurts at this point. Naruto would, have hit Kakashi. Kakashi would have been trying to dodge, but, he's having a pretty hard time. So, Naruto would have hit in Kakashi a couple of times, but Kakashi would just take these hits. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been thinking, what's a way to defeat him? As to Naruto, in his second gear, would teleport right behind Kakashi, as Kakashi unexpectedly, grabbing a kunai, would try and, stab him. As his instinct told him that he was in danger, Naruto would say, hey, I got the 2 bells, right? As Kakashi's like, what? As he's wondering, how did Naruto get the 2 bells so fast? As Naruto would say, well, if you were paying attention, then you would have seen me grab them when I was punching you. As while Naruto was doing the Gamu Gamu no fireworks, Naruto would unexpectedly send a punch towards where Kakashi was, and instead of a punch, it would actually be a grab. As he grabbed the 2 bells, yanking them from the pants of Kakashi. Kakashi would be a little impressed by this, seeing as he got caught off guard by this. As he's like, oh well, Naruto, I'm actually very impressed, okay? But this was a teamwork exercise, and I'm sorry to tell you this, but you fail. As Naruto was like, wait, what? Wait, no. Hey, Sasuke, Sakura, come out here. As Naruto would throw the 2 bells towards them, they would take it gladly. As Naruto would say, what about now? As Kakashi's like, better. I guess I could allow you to pass, but you're gonna have to work on that teamwork later on. You know that, right, Naruto? As Naruto's like, I guess, it's whatever. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Kakashi would tell them to meet him the next day. As the next day would roll around, this is when, Naruto would then hear Kakashi say, alright, Genin, are you guys ready for your 2 months of D-rank missions? As Naruto would be like, I guess. As Sakura would be like, yeah, we finally get to become shinobi and do real missions. As Sasuke would just say, whatever. As, when they start doing the D-rank missions, 1 month in, and they are not enjoying it at the slightest. As this would cause them to, be very, very mad at the Hokage. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where, 2 months of D-rank missions would have passed by. Now, after these 2 months, they would be in the Hokage office. With a frown on their face, they would be looking at the Hokage, asking him, why are they getting chores instead of real missions? As Hiruzen would say, look, D-rank missions aren't really known as the shinobi missions, but they're known as teamwork exercises. As Naruto, hearing this, would say, well, I don't want that, so you're gonna have to give us a better mission, or I'm just gonna leave the shinobi behind and probably go do my own thing. As, Hiruzen is like, alright, Naruto, I don't want you skipping any assignments, so, alright, I'll give you guys a C rank mission. You guys will have to escort a bridge builder named Tazuna. As Naruto hears this, he's like, alright, finally, one question though, are we going to be able to fight strong people, or just going to be bandits? As Hiruzen would say, most likely, it's only going to be bandits, so just make sure to stay on guard, because you have to expect the unexpected as a shinobi. As Naruto hears this, he's like, yeah, alright, whatever, Hiruzen. Or whatever, grandpa or old man. And, Hiruzen would just smile at this, saying, you don't change a bit, don't you, Naruto? As anyways, this would cause Naruto to just have a big smile. As anyways, after this, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, oh my gosh, okay, yep, hurts again. It hurts again. I just can't. Like, every time I talk, it just hurts again. Alright, so now we're just gonna have a time as... Okay, hold on. Now, okay, we're back. Okay, now we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been taking a look at, well, the assignment that he's been given. As Tazuna would come in saying, are you for real? You're giving me these brats to protect me? Hell no. These people, they probably can't even handle a kunai correctly. As Naruto would say, and you're telling me you can? As Tazuna would just be flustered, blushing in embarrassment. Naruto would say, that's exactly what I've thought. Now, why don't you let the professionals do their job while you just sit back and wait for us to do all the work? As Naruto, saying this, Tazuna would be a little embarrassed by this. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have looked at Tazuna and said, I suggest you stop drinking in the Hokage office. It's very impolite. As, he would hear this and would put the bottle down. Now, as he puts the cup down, or bottle, my goodness, this is when Naruto would smile, saying, good, you're learning. As anyways, this is when Tazuna would just, look at Naruto in a little bit of fear, seeing as he just controlled that situation very well. As anyways, this is what Naruto would say, so, tell me about the Land of Waves, as they would all start walking out of the Hokage office. As, Hiruzen would have a little bit of a bad feeling, but this is when he's like, it's probably nothing. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, oh my gosh, okay, yep, still hurts, but anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would just take a look at Tazuna, as they would start making their way to the Land of Waves. Now, as they're making their way to the Land of Waves, this is when we're gonna have a time to where Tazuna's a little bit sweaty, seeing as, he might, accidentally say the mission rank and get himself caught up in a lie. As anyways, this is when, they start making their way to the Land of Waves. Sakura would be making small talk with Tazuna, asking on how the Land of Waves is and why do they need help. As Tazuna would say that they've been taken over by a bridge builder named, Gato. Or, my bad, not a bridge builder, but a person named Gato. And this guy is not allowing them to make the bridge. And, yeah, so this is when, Kakashi starts getting a little suspicious about, the mission rank. Seeing as if there's someone that's stopping them, actively stopping them, then that means that they might send shinobi towards them, which is a bad thing for them. But anyways, 3 hours would go by as they make it to, the dock. This is when the two demon brothers would show up. Gojo and Mizo. As they would throw the chains, this is when Naruto would rush at one of them, slamming his fist into one of their stomachs. This would knock one of them out, as this one Sasuke would then hit one as he would jump off his chest and then jump in the sky, hitting him with an axe kick, knocking the man out. As this is when, we have Kakashi start interrogating them. as Tazuna would begin to sweat. Now, as Tazuna is just sweating, he's gonna be like, if they know, if they find out, then I'm a goner if they find out. As, you know, Naruto would just be looking at him, saying, so, what's with you? It seems you were caught up in a lie and you're scared about it now, huh? As Tazuna would just, like, start sweating, Naruto would say, maybe you shouldn't lie to Shinobi. As this would cause Tazuna to, like, really, like, contemplate why he lied. But this was when he said, look, we just needed help, okay? We had no choice in the matter. I had no choice in the matter. If I didn't lie, then all of our people, they would have been dead. Alright, our land is being corrupted by this man, and we just need your help. Because if we don't, then the land of waves would be taken over by Gato. And just imagine with his rule, him ruling over the ports, he could cause so much havoc. As Naruto would be like, well, I guess I understand your reasoning. As anyways, when Kakashi would say, but that still doesn't stop the fact that you lied to us, and that we could deny the mission at any moment. As when Tazuna would get on his hands and knees, begging them not to get rid of this mission. As anyways, this would cause Naruto to just like look and frown. As we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would see this, as Naruto would then like make his way to Tazuna, patting him on the back, saying, don't worry, we'll help you out. As they start heading back to the land of waves. Now, as they start making it to the land of waves, this is when Tazuna would like be unexpectedly caught off guard by Kakashi saying for everyone to get down. As they would do so, this is when a gigantic blade would come flying in. As Naruto seeing this would be like, whoa, that's a big blade. I wonder whose blade that is. As Kakashi in his mind would be thinking, Zabuza Momoichi, the demon of the mist, huh? Well then, I guess we meet again. As Zabuza would show up, this is when, you know, Zabuza would do his dialogue saying, well, if it isn't Kakashi the copycat ninja, and his 3 little Genin brats. Well then, Kakashi, it seemed you gained your own team, huh? Well, I guess it's not gonna last long anyway. As this is when, you know, Kakashi would, you know, feel the killing intent, along with Team 7 feeling this killing intent. As this is when, you know, all of them would start seeing, like, their death. As soon Kakashi would step in front of all of them, saying, don't worry, I'll protect every single one of you with my life. As this would make all of them, like, calm down a little bit. This is when, you know, Naruto would say, alright then, I'm gonna fight this guy. As Naruto would go into a second gear. Now, as Naruto enters the second gear, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would rush in at the guy. As this would be Zabuza. Zabuza's like, oh, so you're so eager to die right now, right? Well then, I guess I could entertain this. As anyways, this is when Naruto would have, well, begin attacking Zabuza. As Zabuza is being attacked, you know, Naruto would just be looking at Zabuza saying, huh, you really don't know how to dodge my attacks, don't you? As Naruto would have hit him multiple times, Zabuza would have been, like, start getting pissed off. As when Naruto would grab onto Zabuza's, like shoulder and fling off of him, causing a, well, how can I say this? Causing a interruption. As, you know, Zabuza is getting really, really pissed off. Zabuza, seeing, like, Naruto has a good chance of cutting him in half right now. As he would swing his blade, Naruto would appear right above it. As Naruto would smile, giving him the peace sign, saying, nope, you still missed. As this would keep on angering Zabuza. As Zabuza would say, alright, brat. As he would disappear into the mist, this is when the Kakashi would come in with a kunai. As this kunai would have pierced Zabuza's shoulder. As Naruto would then say, Gum Gum Bazooka! As Naruto would have had Haki infused into this, Zabuza being hit by this would be sent back. As he would be sent back careening as blood came out of his mouth. As this is when Naruto would then say, Gamu Gamu no! Jet Gatling! As this is when Zabuza would be bombarded by multiple punches with armament haki. This is when blood would start to seep out of his head, out of his mouth, and out of everywhere that could have been possible of him being pummeled by Naruto. As, you know, this would cause him to really just, like, seemingly be dead. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would then stop this Gatling. As he stops this Gatling, this is when, you know, Zabuza would spill out a whole bunch of blood. As when the Hunter would come out, throwing Ice Senbon at Naruto. Naruto, seeing this, would dodge. Now, as he dodges this, he notices that he only had about a second to dodge that. As it was super fast, Naruto's like, whoa, who was that? As Naruto was kind of caught off guard by this, seeing as that kind of caught him off guard. My bad. That was kind of too fast for his liking. As anyways, Naruto would see this and be like, well, I guess someone is eager to kill me, huh? As soon the Hunter would show up, saying, hey, I'm gonna take Zabuza off of your hands now. As Naruto's like, oh, I don't think you need to do that. As this is when Haku would throw Ice Senbon at Naruto. He would then grab Zabuza. As he grabbed Zabuza, Zabuza would be like, oh, damn, Haku, man. Oh, damn, man. You really showed up late on purpose, didn't you? That kid is a monster. As, you know, like, if, you know, Zabuza thinks this, then the kid is a monster, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, the kid is a monster if Zabuza says it. So, yeah. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been thinking, like, what does he mean by that? Am I a monster in strength, or am I just a monster? As anyways, so when, you know, Sasuke would say, kid, are you like very strong or something? And Naruto was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of strong, but it's kind of hard for me to, you know, fight because mainly I consist of taijutsu. As anyways, this would cause, you know, him to just like really get wide-eyed, because it's like this kid has only been fighting with his fist, but he's also been fighting with, like, you know, things like haki, which he doesn't know about, but he would just see Naruto's fist turning black. And yes, in this universe, I'm gonna allow people to see this so they could say, like, danger, because if Naruto is just able to catch everyone off guard with a punch, let's say someone like gives him a free punch on like just being cocky, they are gonna die. So yeah, I'm just gonna give people some chances on being able to see Naruto's haki. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have just been thinking like, yo, so Tazuna, how far is your house? The Tazuna would say, oh, it's not that far. It's just like a couple of hours. No, not hours. A couple of minutes away. I'll say about 30. As Naruto would say, oh, sweet. Well, do you have food there? As, you know, Naruto or Tazuna would be caught off guard saying, what? As Naruto would say, yeah, do you have food there? As Naruto would say, or Tazuna would say, of course I have food there. As this is when, you know, Naruto would be thinking, alright, I need a lot of it. As Naruto would have slumped over, knocked out. As Kakashi noticing this would be like, wait, what? Naruto, are you okay? As Naruto would have been like kind of sleeping. Now, as this is happening, this is when Naruto would have just been like, you know, waking up. As he wakes up back in Tazuna's house, this is when Naruto would look at Kakashi saying, what happened, sensei? As Kakashi would say, oh, you kind of blacked out after fighting Zabuza. As Naruto would say, oh yeah, that kind of happens when I overdo it with Gear 2. As, you know, Kakashi would be like, what is Gear 2, Naruto? So Naruto would say, oh, it's an ability to be able to merge Shunshin. I'm able to go as fast as I can. As, you know, Kakashi's like, oh, Naruto, that's actually impressive. I never expected you to do something like that. As Naruto's like, oh, well, not a lot of people expect me to do a lot of things. This would cause Kakashi to just, like, sigh and then just smile at Naruto. As anyways, this is when, you know, Sasuke would be asking if he was okay. As Naruto would say, yeah. As Sakura, uncharacteristically, would also ask if he was okay. Naruto would say, yeah, it's nothing to worry about. Just a little bit of exhaustion. This is when, Sasuke would be like, a little bit of exhaustion. You look like you were dead, Naruto. That's not exhaustion. That's like, Naruto, you kind of scared me there, but it's whatever, man. If you're good, then you're good. As anyways, soon they start making it to the dinner table. Now, as they make it to the dinner table, this is when, we're going to have a time to when, Inari would come in, asking why do they try, and why are they even here? And it seems that they're going to die here. As Naruto says, hey, who the hell do you think you're talking to, kid? I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm going to be the king. Or, oh my gosh, I'm going to be the Hokage of the villages. Or the village. As this would cause, Inari to just frown, saying, if you really believe that such dreams are going to be accomplished, then you should probably think again. Why would you ever think of something so stupid? As Naruto would have frowned, saying, what did you say, brat? If you really don't believe me, then you don't have to, but I'm not just going to lay around and be beaten down by a man named Gato. No, I'll fight back. As Inari would go on a rant, saying, you're only saying this because you don't know how true suffering is. If you truly understood how I lived, then you would understand that it's not all sunshine and rainbows. As Naruto's like, well, saying that to me is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard, since I've never had a good life. My life was filled with people chasing me, people thinking of me as some sort of demon. And I honestly don't appreciate brats like you telling me otherwise, saying that my life was good, because I've never had a good life, but I wish I did. And I've never had a father or mother. So you have a grandpa and you have a mother. So you should be grateful for what you have, because some people don't have nothing. As Inari would be a little bit put down by this statement. Seeing as Naruto was actually telling facts, he decides that he's not gonna say anything. As this is going on, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been looking at him. Now, as he is looking at him, so Naruto would then say, so, before you try and judge other people, why don't you try and get to know them first? Because you don't know what anyone has suffered. As Inari would just start crying a little bit, Naruto would say, no need to cry. I understand that you've been through a lot. As this is when Inari would just go up to Naruto and give him a hug. Seeing that Naruto actually understood him. But he kind of talked him out of that delusion of no one else suffers. So that's a good thing. As after this, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been looking at him. As soon he says, alright, Sensei, I'm gonna go train. As Naruto would do so. Now, as Naruto leaves, he would go outside and start training with his fruit. Well, not his fruit, but his abilities. As he starts doing this is when, Kakashi would have been thinking, Naruto training. Why did he say fruit, though? Kakashi would be a little bit, caught off guard by this, be it's whatever. Naruto doesn't make any sense in the first place. We're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been training in the middle of the forest. As he's doing so, Naruto would have been looking at what is going on, as he sees a whole bunch of people around him. Yes, he can sense people still, and his observation haki is about 1 mile radius. So Naruto is able to sense people from a mile away. And he's improving it still. It's still being improved. So, yeah, no need to worry about Naruto's strength or anything. No need to question that. As Naruto would be training in a new move, or a new transformation. As Naruto would be blowing his arm would inflate like a balloon. As he does this, Naruto would seemingly, start getting bigger. As his arm would then be sent straight towards a tree, the tree would be decimated by Naruto's punch. As Naruto would say, wow, I didn't expect that to happen. As, this is when, Naruto would just, keep on training. As after a couple of hours, he would be exhausted. Now, as a couple of hours would roll by, this is when Haku would show up. As Haku shows up, Haku would try and wake up Naruto. As Naruto would be woken up by Haku, Naruto would say, huh? Who are you? As Haku would say, my name is Haku. Look, I just saw you sleeping here, and I just wanted to say that it's bad to sleep out here. You might get a cold. As Naruto's like, oh, don't worry, I don't get sick. As, my goodness. As Haku would then say, oh, well, what are you doing out here? As Haku obviously knew what Naruto was doing, but didn't want to, alert Naruto into thinking that he was a shinobi. As anyways, this is when Naruto would have been thinking, well, who's this person showing sudden interest towards me? So Naruto would just say, oh, I'm just out here training. As this would cause Haku to just smile. Say, Naruto, what do you train for? Or what do you fight for? As Naruto would say, I don't know. I guess I fight for the people that I love. The only people that I love in the village. As, Haku would smile at this, Naruto would also say that I train for power. I want to become strong, but I also want to become someone free. Someone that's able to fight people and not get in trouble for it. Obviously, I won't be killing people, of course, because I don't really like killing people. It feels to me as if I kill someone, it ends their dream. But if their dream is something bad, then I can't allow it to happen. As anyways, Naruto would have been thinking in the same way of Luffy, where Luffy wouldn't kill people because he wants them to achieve their dream. Luffy is not greedy, okay? Luffy understands that taking away someone's dream is the worst thing that could happen. It's like taking away their freedom. And that's what Luffy pledges the most. He loves freedom. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been saying this, as this is when Haku would just smile. As he says, I'm collecting herbs for someone. And I hope we don't meet. Naruto's like, yes, I hope we don't meet. Because we might kill each other. As Haku would just frown at this, having a little sad frown. Naruto would say, so, yeah. Anyways, hope you understand why I said that. You seem to be a nice person, Haku, and I really wanted to be friends with you, but circumstances won't allow it. As this would cause, Haku to just, think. As anyways, after this, we're just gonna have a time to where, Naruto would have been thinking, what is a thing that he could do to maybe stop the inevitable of them both fighting? As Naruto decides that, what if he just doesn't fight Haku? What if he has Kakashi fight Haku? As this would cause, him to just smile, saying, no, I could never. I would have to face Haku one-on-one. As anyways, after this, we're just gonna have a time to where 2 weeks would go by. But in those previous 2 weeks, Gato would try and, get one of them. But Naruto would easily, destroy Gato's men. As Gato's men would be taken out easily. Seeing as, no one's being Naruto. Come on now. Naruto, Naruto, even without, the Gum fruit and all his powers, he would have easily taken Gato's men out with just a kunai, because he is a shinobi. As Naruto, over the weeks, he would have just overslept. As, there's one person that really liked Naruto. That would be Inari, or Inari's mother, Tsunami. As she sees him as someone nice, always eating her food, and, complimenting the chef's work. As even if, she would mess up sometimes, Naruto would keep on saying it's good. As Naruto and Inari, or Tsunami, kind of have a motherly and son relationship. As anyways, after this, Naruto would wake up one time as he hears glass shatter, as it would be Tsunami, as she would have dropped a plate. As she would have been, taken by two bandits, Inari would stop them, but Naruto would show up, saying, hey, put my mom down. Or not mom, but still, Naruto would be like, wait, what did I just say? That's not my mom, but... As this is when Naruto would have, thought of something. As this is when he catches up, he would beat up the two bandits that were hurting his mother figure. As he would say, so, which one of you want to be beaten first? As Naruto would see one rushing in at him, Naruto would punch him straight in his face, as the man would be sent flying back, hitting the door. As this one, he would hit the other guy's head. As the other guy would be like, hurt, Naruto would just look at him and say, well, I guess you should have never been in the way. As Naruto would grab both of them, throw them out, and make his way to the bridge. Hearing that, Tsunami just said that they all went to the bridge, Naruto would do so himself. As Naruto does so, Naruto makes it to the bridge and sees ice mirrors. As Naruto seeing this would just frown. As Naruto would coat his fist in hockey, Naruto would punch his fist, or he would throw his fist. As it would punch straight through the ice mirrors, Haku would be caught off guard by this, as his chakra has drastically dropped. As this would cause some of the ice mirrors to break along with it. As Naruto would break 2 more ice mirrors, this is when all the ice mirrors would break. Seeing as if Haku can't sustain all of them, and if one breaks, he loses immense amount of chakra. As it's not like him unsummoning it, no. It's him, it's it being forcefully unsummoned by someone, that being Naruto. As anyways, Naruto, seeing all of this, would have told Haku why. As Haku would say, because it's for my loved ones, Naruto. As Naruto says, well, look, I can't kill you, but you're gonna have to go somewhere. As Haku would say, just kill me, Naruto. I have lost my usefulness to Zabuza. I might as well die since I'm a useless tool. As Naruto hearing this would be very, very pissed. Hearing what, he just said, Naruto was like, what did you just say? Are you telling me that he uses you as a weapon? As Haku would say, well, of course, what's my use other than that? Naruto would frown at this, saying, Haku, I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do to Zabuza, but I won't kill him just because you're my best friend. As this is when Naruto would appear right in front of Zabuza and hit him with a Ragnarok. As this is when, Zabuza gets hit with this hard fist, he would get sent careening back. As he would cough up blood, Naruto would say, this is for what you did to Haku. 3rd gear. As he would smash it down on the bridge, Zabuza would have been knocked out in an immense amount of pain. Now, as this happens, Naruto would just frown. Seeing, a man could hit someone who's so close to him like this, then, I don't understand why he would do that. Or, oh my god, if a man could do this, then he truly can't be saved or helped. As Naruto would see Gato showing up. As Gato shows up, Gato would start speaking a whole bunch of crap. As he would try and kick the not dead body, but the knocked out body of Zabuza, Naruto would grab Gato by the throat. As he would extend a hand, he would appear right in front of Gato and straight up punch him. As Gato would have been knocked out, he would be heavily injured. As this happens, Naruto would just be taking a look at Gato, saying, so, is this pathetic trash that you guys thought of me as weaker than? As, Naruto showing his, side of shinobi, kind of, would have said this. As, anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have started fighting off the bandits. As Naruto would say, Gum Gatling! As bandit after bandit, they would start being taken care of. As Naruto would look at one of them would be running, as Naruto would send a punch toward him. As after that, 400 bandits would have been knocked out and taken care of. As Kakashi deciding he's going to use a fire-style fireball jutsu, would do so. As he would wipe out all the bandits, this is when Naruto would, then take a look at what's going on. As he sees someone, in the distance, this would be Gato. As Naruto notices that he kind of left him alone, Naruto would start walking up to Gato. As Gato would wake up, Gato would start begging for his life. But Naruto would say, oh, that's not for me to decide. As he would say, look, as this is when Inari, along with a lot of villagers from the village, would have showed up. They had pitchforks, and knives. Now, as this happens, Naruto would just say, hey, they're all yours, or he's all yours, so go take care of him. As this is the people of the Land of Waves would just smile at this, as they are going to have pleasure in taking revenge on the man who tormented them their entire lives. As anyways, we're just going to have a time to where Naruto would have just been like, so, Kakashi, when do you think this mission is actually going to truly be over? As Kakashi would be like, I don't know, probably after he finishes the bridge. We'll probably leave like a week after that. As Naruto would just smirk at this, saying, alright, well, let's go. As they decide to leave. Now, after 1 week, they are packing up as they leave the village. As the bridge would be named after Naruto, Naruto would have had a big smile on his face. Hearing that these people actually love him so much, Naruto would actually smile at this, seeing as he has somewhere to go. He doesn't have to be an outcast anymore. As anyways, this is when Naruto would just smile. As they would throw a big feast for him, Naruto would be eating a whole bunch of food. As Kakashi would be thinking like, how is Naruto not fat at this point? As Naruto's metabolism is insane. Like, honestly, like, just you saw how Luffy was in Impel Down. That's technically how Naruto is. As Naruto, after this, would drink a gigantic jug of water as his body begins to steam, as he's like, whoa. As this would allow Naruto to be able to work out even more, seeing as he's got the enough protein and energy to do so. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would head back to the village along with Sasuke and Sakura. And Sakura would be like, Naruto, how are you able to eat so much? I feel that like that's impossible. And Naruto would be like, oh, it's not that impossible, Sakura. As Naruto would have just like, you know, looked at Sakura and said, so, anyways, you guys are gonna join the Chunin exams with me? As, you know, Sasuke would say, yeah. As Sakura would say, yeah, of course. Because, well, Sasuke said it. So Naruto was like, oh, alright then. As Naruto would just smirk, saying, but, are you sure you guys are ready for that? Because it seems, some of you might be a little too weak. As this is when, you know, Sasuke would just frown at that, saying, Naruto, what are you talking about? I've been training with you sometimes. As Naruto says, yes, sometimes, but I haven't taught you a lot of things, didn't I? You only know how to dodge some of my attacks, and you could barely dodge my gear, too. As this would catch, well, Sasuke off guard, saying, wait, you've been holding back on me? As Naruto would say, yeah, I have, but don't worry, Sasuke, I could still help you out. As they start making their way to the village, this is when they make it there. Now, as they are walking, this is when they see Konohamaru running with his friends. As they are playing ninja, this is when they would run into an alleyway. Now, as they run into this alleyway, Naruto, you know, seeing what's about to happen, would appear. As Kankuro would show up and try and grab Konohamaru by the collar of his shirt. As Naruto would say, hey, what do you think you're doing? As this would cause, you know, Kankuro to be like, huh? Who do you think you are? And this brat ran into me, so I'm gonna teach him a lesson. As Naruto's like, oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna teach you a lesson for trying to hit the Hokage's grandson. As, you know, Kankuro here just like, wait, what? Oh, Kage's grandson? As he's like, oh, I did not know that. I messed up, didn't I? As this is when, you know, Tamari would say, you idiot, Kankuro, I told you to put him down. As when Gar would show up saying, hey, Tamari, Kankuro, you both are idiots. As this would cause, you know, both of them to have a shiver. Sakura would shiver. Sasuke would be a little bit unnerved. As Naruto would just smirk or smile. As he would say, hey, what's your name? As when Naruto or Gaara would say, my name is Gaara no Sabaku. And what is yours? As Gaara would say, or Naruto would say, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. As this is when Gaara would say, well then, Naruto Uzumaki, it'll be a pleasure to kill you. As Naruto hears this and he's like, wait, what? Why would you want to kill me? As this would cause, you know, even Sakura to like recoil, seeing as why would someone want to kill Naruto? As anyways, this would cause Naruto to just frown, saying, so, I guess you have a problem with me too, huh? As Gara would say, no, it's not a quarrel of any of that. No, I just want to kill you. As it would cause Naruto to get pissed off, saying, you keep on saying that and I'll beat you up. As Gara would say, well, I look forward to it, Naruto Uzumaki. As anyways, this is when they leave to the Chunin exams. As Naruto sees this, Naruto sees like, there's some crazy people here. So Naruto now understands why the Chunin exams are so dangerous. As anyways, this is when Naruto would just be like, so there's some guy who wants to kill me because I'm strong. Well, yeah, that makes sense. As this is when a lot of people would, see this, as they would be afraid. But some of them would be like, look, the demon is getting put in his place. There's a lot of people, hearing this or seeing this would have been happy. But this would just piss off Naruto, making him even more mad. Seeing as people are just already, chalking it up to, the demon brat is, getting what he deserves. As Naruto does not like the way they say that. Naruto would be very, very pissed off at this. As Naruto would see, Gaara walking off, Naruto would have gone to, the Chunin exams. Now, as he makes it there with Sasuke and Sakura, they would, be there and start asking questions, but Naruto would say, hey, maybe we shouldn't trust anyone who says anything here. This is the Chunin exams, right? So it can be dangerous if we just potentially trust enemies. As Sasuke would be like, yeah, I agree with him. Alright, Sakura, get ready, because we're about to start going into the exam. Now, as they make it, Sasuke would say, hey, Naruto, do you sense that genjutsu? As Naruto's like, what genjutsu? Sasuke would just sigh, saying, still weak to genjutsu, huh, Naruto? As this would cause Naruto just, smile, saying, it's not my specialty. As this is when, Sasuke would say, yeah, I know, it's mine. Anyways, I think we're on the second floor still, because even if that says 3, we might be on the second floor. As would cause Naruto to just, frown at this. He would say, well then, who would put a genjutsu? As Naruto would be thinking, well then, this has to be a test, right? As, yes, Naruto was right. This was a test. As anyways, this is when, Naruto would say, so, is that the genjutsu right there, Sasuke? Saying it out loud on accident. And Sasuke would say, yeah, it is kind of weak too, but don't worry, we could just leave. As the shinobi hearing this, the Chunin guard hearing this, that was putting up the genjutsu, he would be very, very pissed, saying, what did you say about weak genjutsus? As Naruto would say, yeah, it's kind of weak, don't you think? I mean, look at it. How is someone gonna fall for that? Even if I can't see it, I can tell that that's a genjutsu. As this would cause Naruto, or the guy, to rush in at Naruto and punch him. But Naruto wouldn't be affected at all. As I said, blunt attacks do not work on Naruto. Now, as this is going on, Naruto would just hit away the man, as he would start going back upstairs. Now, as they make it upstairs, this is when they see the exam room. As they walk in, a whole bunch of bloodlust and killing intent would be sent towards them. As they wouldn't bat an eye, Sakura would have been a little bit winded, but not all the way. As this is when Naruto would have said to Sakura to don't show weakness. For people seeing that you're scared, they would kill you in an instant. But Sakura would just nod. This is when they walk in and start talking to the Konoha 12. Now, as they make it to the Konoha 12, they see that the entire gang is there. As Naruto's like, so, everyone's here, huh? As would cause Naruto to just, smile. This is when, they would say, yeah, seems like it, huh? Well then, Naruto, I have a question. So, what missions did your teams get? As Naruto says, my missions, we kind of got, a easy mission, just a C rank, but it kind of turned to an A rank, they said, but it didn't really matter because, we kind of killed it. As anyways, this would cause them to just, be, how can I say this? They would be very, very impressed hearing that, Naruto Uzumaki was able to do something like that, able to like fight, as they heard that Naruto was the one who took out Zabuza. As Naruto would say, hey, don't just go out saying that to everyone, though. As they would be like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Naruto. As caused Naruto to just smirk. Naruto would say, so, what are you guys doing? As, anyways, this is when we have a time to where all of them are just talking. As Kabuto would show up, Kabuto would advise all of them to stop talking. As all of them would, look at him, Kabuto would say, look, these are the Chunin exams, and you guys probably should stop talking to the risk of people hating you, and for the risk of people targeting you even more. As, this would cause, Naruto to just frown, saying, so, what's the big deal if we talk anyway? As, this would just cause, Naruto just look at him. As, this is when Kabuto would say, well, it's because people would target you and the exams would be harder for you. As Naruto would just smile, saying, well, what if I wanted that? What if I wanted people to target us? What if I wanted to fight strong people? Would that make a difference, Kabuto? Kabuto would say, I guess not, but it's just for your safety, isn't it? As, this would cause, Naruto would just smirk, saying, well, what do you want to do about it? You want to help us out? It's because it seems like you're trying to help us. As Kabuto would have said, yeah, I actually do. See, I have these cards here, and they allow me to give information, or store information in these cards. These cards allow me to store the information of every shinobi that is here. As Naruto hearing this would have said, that's interesting. How am I going to be able to believe you, though? As anyways, Kabuto would say, you don't. But this is for the people who actually need information. As anyways, this is when they ask information on Gaara. As the information on Gaara and Lee would be given out, Naruto's information would have never been asked for, as he's not a person of interest. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would have just been, talking with his teammates. As he's talking with his teammates, Naruto would ask what they think of the Chunin exams so far, and if they're actually enjoying it just by a tiny bit. They would say, I guess you could say we're kind of enjoying it, but some people are kind of annoying here. As Naruto agrees, saying, yeah, I agree with you. As anyways, this is when Naruto would have said, okay, so specifically, what are we supposed to do? Because I haven't seen anyone in this exam. As anyways, they would say, yeah, it's kind of annoying how no one shows up. As Naruto was like, yeah, but it's whatever. Maybe the proctor's gonna show up any minute now. As this would cause a frown to just appear. Kabuto giving out the information would then sit back down as Ibiki would show up. Now that Ibiki shows up, Ibiki would tell everyone to just sit down. As they would all do so. Now, as they all sit down, this is when we're gonna have a time to where the test would start. Now, as the test starts, Naruto would have been thinking yo, isn't this test a little weird? Because some of these answers are kind of hard to do. As, a lot of them would notice this. Naruto would say, yeah, don't you guys, notice the test? As they said, yeah, we kind of do. But, he's not really speaking to them, but he's speaking with his eyes. As, anyways, this is when, after this, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have been thinking of, cheating. As he's like, oh, that has to be the point of the test, right? Cheating. As this is when, oh my goodness. This is when, we're gonna have a time to where, Naruto would just be looking at the clock. As the clock would tick, it would hit 10. As Naruto, hearing this, would then say, hey, it seems we finished the test. As Ibiki would say, yes, you won that before I did. You said it before I did. So, anyways, for the people who have won, or for the people who have finished their test, I would need you guys to put down your pencils and to take the 10th question. You're gonna have to, risk it. If you take the 10th question and you fail, you'll never be able to become a shinobi. But if you leave and you don't take the 10th question, you'll be able to become a shinobi, and would be able to pass. As, you know, they hear this and they're like, huh. Well, Naruto would just say, well, we risk our life as shinobi every day, so what's the difference of us, well, risking our rank? As, you know, Naruto would have said this, Ibiki would have just been, like, you know, a little bit caught off guard. He would say, well then, kid, you are smart, aren't you? As Ibiki would see that some people leave, some people would stay, as they don't want to risk it. This is when they decide that, or Ibiki would decide that it's time. As he says the 10th question, everyone who's there would pass. As this was when Anko Mitarashi would come in. As Anko Mitarashi would come in, barging through the window, this is when we see a banner being tied up. As this banner would say, Second Proctor, Snake Queen. As Anko would come in, this is when she would say, alright maggots, it is I, Anko Mitarashi. Now, it seems a lot of you have passed today, but don't worry because that number's gonna go down soon enough. As she says, like, she's going to, well, bring them to the Force of Death, and the Force of Death is gonna bring those numbers down by a lot. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would hear this and just smirk saying, oh, I kind of live there, you know that, right, Anko? As Anko would see Naruto and say, oh, Naruto? Wow, I haven't seen you in a long time, haven't I? Hey, how's your training been? As, you know, Naruto and Anko would start talking. So when Ibiki would, like, clear his throat saying, Anko, aren't you supposed to be taking them to the Force of Death? As Anko would say, oh, yeah, right. As this would cause Anko to, like, you know, have a little blush. Seeing that, well, Naruto kind of, like, got her sidetracked a little bit, she would say, Naruto, it's quite naughty of you to sidetrack me like that. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would just look at Anko with a smirk, saying, oh, Anko, you know you love me. As Anko would just smile, saying, yeah, Naruto, I can't hate you. As anyways, this is when Anko would then tell everyone to meet her at the Force of Death Tower, or at the Force of Death entrance. As they would all do so, this is when they would see, well, the Force of Death, as they see a gigantic, like, animal, that being of a centipede. This is when they would, like, you know, freak out. Some of them would freak out. Naruto would just smile, saying, home sweet home, huh? As a lot of people would be looking at him as if he is crazy. As this would cause Naruto to just, like, you know, look at them as if they're crazy. Like, hey, this is my home. What are you calling me crazy for? As Naruto would have just been looked at like a crazy person. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would have just looked at all of them. As Anko would explain all the rules, giving out the scrolls, and giving out the waivers, saying that if they die, it's not on their fault, and it's on their fault. So, yeah, as anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where we head off into the Force of Death, as 3 hours would go by. Now, as 3 hours would go by, Naruto's team would be in the middle of the forest, as Naruto would, well, do something. You see, oh my goodness, Naruto would be seeing a gust of wind, as he's able to sense from at least 2 miles at this point. He senses a man, and this man has malicious intent. Now, as Naruto knows this, Naruto would, well, oh my goodness, Naruto would, well, you know, start going up to the man, trying to get sneakily on him, but the man would send a snake, as it would be Orochimaru of the Sannin. Naruto, seeing this, would say, well, I guess I have to take him a little serious, as he would do so. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would just take a look at him. As Orochimaru would attack him with a gust of wind, Naruto, seeing this, seeing that the imminent danger is, like, about to happen, he would tell his teammates to get down, as they do so. Now, as they all do so, this is when Orochimaru would see Naruto. As Naruto would come in with a punch, Orochimaru would be hit by this, and Orochimaru, noticing that he's actually gotten hurt by this, would, like, be very, very, well, bamboozled by this, seeing that the kid was actually able to deal damage to him. As Naruto says, so, Orochimaru, huh? What are you doing in the leaf? As Orochimaru would just say, huh? You damn brat, who do you think you are? As Naruto would just say, oh, me? I'm Naruto Uzumaki, and I'm gonna be the Hokage one day. As Hiruzen would just frown at this. Not Hiruzen, my bad. Orochimaru would just frown at this. Orochimaru would run in at Naruto and take out his blade. As this is when he would hit Naruto with his fist, Naruto wouldn't have any effect. As Naruto would punch Orochimaru super hard, Orochimaru would have been sent flying. But Orochimaru tries to slash at Naruto. As Naruto would get hit. As Naruto would actually be effectively poisoned, this wouldn't affect Naruto. Seeing as Naruto could adapt to this poison by just eating meat, it's like the same adaptation as Luffy has. As, this would cause him to just, be very pissed off. Seeing as Naruto was able to, do something so freaking crazy. The fact that Naruto was able to, do this, and the fact that Naruto was able to, how do I say this, adapt to the poison, technically, it's an incredible feat on its own. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto, would have been thinking hey, I think that guy is Orochimaru the Sani. It doesn't matter. Second gear. Now, as Naruto enters his second gear, this is when Orochimaru would have gone into a sage mode. As Naruto starts attacking him, he says jet gatling, along with, how can I say this? Along with, what is the word? Haki. This is when Naruto says, so, I see you're dodging all my attacks, huh? Well then, I guess I have to go hard. Or I guess I have to take it more serious. As, Orochimaru hears this, say, take it more serious, huh? Well then, what does that mean, Naruto Uzumaki? As Naruto would say, oh, you know exactly what that means. As Naruto would then hit Orochimaru, Orochimaru would have been hit. And this hit would have hit him. That made no sense. Oh my gosh. This hit would have hurt him so bad to the point where he would keel over and start throwing up blood. As Orochimaru sees this, he's like, you actually harmed me? What? What is this boy? As he would be thinking what is Naruto at this point? And how is Naruto so strong? As he decides that seeing Naruto's body is able to warp and stretch, what he's going to do is try and take Naruto's body. As he would try and do so, he would try and bite Naruto on the neck, but Naruto would easily dodge out the way and hit him. As he would hit him with an axe kick, Naruto would then hit him with a fist. As this fist would be sent flying straight towards Orochimaru's chest, Orochimaru would have been hit in the chest. Now, as Orochimaru gets hit, Orochimaru would be sent flying back by Naruto's punch. As this punch would have hurt Orochimaru, Orochimaru would have been just thinking, what is this boy? And how is he so strong? And if he's this strong, how strong can the Uchiha be? But this is when he would think, no, the Uchiha can't be that strong. As anyways, this is when Orochimaru would start attacking Naruto with more resilience. But Naruto, time and time again, would keep on dodging his attacks and keep on countering them. As Orochimaru would have been hit in the stomach, face, chest area, and everywhere else, this is when Naruto would say, Gamu Gamu no! Gatling! As Orochimaru starts getting hit in multiple directions, in multiple areas, Orochimaru would start coughing up blood. As Naruto would then say, Gum Gum, Jet Bazooka. As this would then cause Orochimaru to be hit in the stomach. Orochimaru would have been in pain to the impalpable, I think that's the word, to just dying. That's how much his pain is at the moment. His pain, it's him so hurt to the point where he just wants to die at this point. But it's when he would say, damn it, it's not even worth it anymore. Damn you, Naruto Uzumaki. As when Naruto would hit him. As Naruto would hit him one last time, this would send Orochimaru knocked out. But before this, Orochimaru would then use a hand seal and reverse summon himself out of there. Seeing as if he didn't, then he would have been dead. So, yeah. As anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto will just be taking a look at the damage that Orochimaru has done. As Naruto then takes a look at the damage that he's done, he's like, oh, I kind of did a number on this place. Oh my god, what's the word? Didn't I? As this is when we have a time to where Naruto would have just take a look at Orochimaru and then Orochimaru disappearing. As we have a time to where Naruto would just be thinking like, yo, Sasuke, Sakura, you guys could, okay? As they would say, yeah, Naruto, what the heck was that? As Naruto was like, oh, yeah, my fault. That was kind of, I kind of overdid it, didn't I? As Sasuke and Sakura would be like, yeah, you kind of did, but you kind of, chased him away. By the way, Naruto, I didn't know you were this strong. As Naruto says, well, I haven't been able to try out some things due to the fact that I've been only facing, well, you guys, and I kind of don't want to kill you guys, so, yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? As Naruto, or, Sasuke and Sakura would be like, yeah, it kind of does. Alright, Naruto. I have a question, though. What was that attack you used, where you turned your arms, or you turned red and steamy? As Naruto would say, oh, that's my second gear. It is kind of, well, dangerous. Oh my god, this chair is making so much noise. As anyways, Naruto says, it kind of takes a little bit of my lifespan, but I've learned how to use it without it taking my lifespan. As anyways, Naruto would, be able to, well, explain everything to them. This is when they would all take it in. As they all take this in, Naruto would just smile, saying, so, you guys understand my abilities now? As Naruto or Sasuke and Sakura would say, yeah, a little bit. But it still is confusing, seeing as, it's something that no one would normally use. As Sasuke would just say, so, Naruto, I guess that's the way you've been holding back on me, huh? You haven't gone into your second gear. As this would cause Naruto and, Sasuke to just smirk. Sasuke saying that he'll be able to learn that technique sooner or later. As Naruto said, it's the Shunshin mixed with, heating up my body. As, Sasuke would be like, wait, that's dangerous. As Naruto's like, yeah, it is, but it works, doesn't it? As Sasuke would be like, I guess. As anyways, they get the scroll they need, and they start making their way out of the, forest of death. Now, as they make it out of the forest of death, Naruto would say to Sakura, hey, Sakura, by the way, you're gonna need to start training too, because I just can't have weak teammates, okay? Sasuke, he's almost as strong as me when I'm not in my second gear form. So, you heard that, Sakura? You're gonna have to train, okay? As Sakura would be a little bit embarrassed by this. Naruto saying this, so bluntly. Naruto would have said, yeah, I put that bluntly because, you're gonna need that, okay? I think you gotta understand that being the way you are is kind of stupid. As anyways, this is when we're gonna have a time to where Naruto would just be looking at Sakura even more. As he says, so, did you hear me, Sakura? I need you to train along with Sasuke. As Sasuke would be like, yeah, Naruto, I know that training with you, I would never slack off. As anyways, this is when Naruto would have been talking with Sasuke along with Sakura. As they make it into the Forest of Death Tower, they would say, so, what do you think the next exam is going to be? As Naruto's like, I don't know, probably a preliminaries, because it seems like a lot of people have passed. That's when a day would go by. Now, as one day goes by, this is when we're going to have a time to where Naruto would, be looking at his teammates as they would be training with him. Naruto would just be doing some sit-ups and push-ups along with some squats. As this is when Enko would come in saying, hey, brats, it's time to get into the second exam, or the third exam, the preliminaries. Naruto's like, preliminaries? I thought we were doing the third exam. As Enko says, no, too many people have passed, so we're gonna have to do it like this year. Again, Naruto would say. Naruto remembers the last year's Chunin exams, that being, another preliminary exam. Naruto would be, very impressed, seeing as these people, they've actually shown him up. They're actually strong. As anyways, this is when Naruto would, be thinking, I guess it's still gonna be easier than I thought. these people are still weak, so it doesn't need to matter in the first place. As this is when, Naruto would have been thinking like, hey, Uncle, do you think there's something weird going on in the village? His uncle would say, yeah, they found Orochimaru, but he was brutally beat. His Naruto was like, yeah, that was me. I kind of beat Orochimaru, but I didn't know who he was. His uncle would be asking Naruto, like, how could he have done that? And if he's that strong, as this is when, Naruto would say, yeah, I'm pretty strong, Uncle. How can you doubt me? His uncle's like, I'm not doubting you, but it's Orochimaru, my former teacher, and the person I hate, not even me. I couldn't even kill him, even when he was heavily injured. His Naruto was like, yeah, well, I was close to killing him in the first place. I used my haki, which kind of negated his Sage mode, and yeah. So, yeah. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where they keep on talking. As they make it, they go into the preliminaries. As this is when Kiba would show up. Kiba would say, alright, Naruto, I'm not gonna hold back. As Kiba would rush in at Naruto seeing Kiba would just get hit. As Naruto gets hit with the Getsuga fully on, Naruto notices that it does not do any damage whatsoever. So seeing this, Naruto doesn't really bat an eye to it. As Naruto's like, huh? As Kiba would have that same face that Enru has, seeing that Kiba isn't able to hurt Naruto, Kiba would be very, very scared by this. Seeing as yo, if I'm not able to hurt him, then how would I be able to win? As this would just, have Kiba very, very well, how can I say this? Very, very anxious because he can't beat Naruto. As anyways, this is when we have a time. So Naruto would continue being hit by Kiba, but Kiba, seeing as he can't win, would just forfeit. As Naruto's like, huh? Oh, wait, over already? Why did you forfeit, Kiba? As Kiba would say, you idiot, what do you mean why did I forfeit? Because I couldn't freaking hit you. Or you didn't, every time I hit you, you just made that stupid face and said, Kiba, did you attack me? As, Kiba would have a very, flustered, angered face. As Naruto would be like, oh, I honestly didn't know you were attacking me, though. I didn't feel nothing. As when, the Inuzuka would just scowl at Naruto. This is when the next matches would be called out. As Naruto would be seeing the one with Hinata, he would be very pissed off. As he doesn't like the fact that family is hurting family like this. As Naruto would jump in, Naruto would have been like, hey, I suggest you don't hurt Hinata like that. I'm pretty sure she's your superior, so don't act like you're all high and mighty if you're part of the branch family. So Naruto would say this. Naruto would then say, but I understand where you're coming from. I really do hate the branch, or I really do hate the main house for what they've done. Taking away people's dreams and freedoms like that. I honestly detest people like that who do that, and they keep on going with it. They don't even show any remorse to what they have done. So I pity you, Inuzu. I pity you, Neji Hyuga. But I can't just let you simply kill Hinata for that fact of me pitying you. As this is when, Neji would say, well, what the hell do you know about it? You've never been a part of this clan, so what do you know? It's as if you think you could just butt into family matters like this? As Naruto would say, no, I don't think I can, but I will. Because what you did to Hinata is unacceptable. Has she ever done anything to you? Has she branded you with that seal? No. As by the way, the two people that were taken, the two cloud ninjas that were taken, they were killed by Hiyashi. But that's what caused the problems, and that's what made Hiyashi's brother be sacrificed. As this would cause a big problem in their family. That would really, hurt Neji a lot, as Neji was the most one affected by this. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time. To Naruto would be looking at Neji, as Neji would, have been, struggling against Naruto. As Naruto was stopping his attack from hitting Hinata's heart, Neji would be very pissed off by this, but he just decides to say nothing. Now, as this is going on, Neji would just keep on with the fate thing, saying that he's always going to be fated to win, and that the branch family well, is always going to be having a special treatment that they always get, as this would cause Naruto to just frown, saying, "So, you show prejudice towards her when she's done nothing to you, Neji. You should probably wake up, Neji. She's done nothing to you. Yet you treat her as if she's some person that did something to you so outrageous to the point where you're gonna hate her for the rest of your life. Neji, I detest people like you. So maybe if you stop crying about it and actually face your problems and actually face the fact that she didn't do anything to you, then I would actually show respect towards you. But now, all I have and hold for you is hatred. As anyways, when we have a time, it's where the 1 month training skip or time skip would be called. As Neji would be scowling at Naruto hearing that he has been given Neji as an opponent, would just smile, saying he's going to teach Neji a lesson and bring him out of that darkness that he has. As Naruto would, look at Neji, saying, "Neji, in 1 month from now, I expect a good battle, but don't expect to win it." As Neji, hearing this would say, "Well, you're cocky, damn Uzumaki. Who do you think you are? Thinking you're gonna win this battle because what? Some freaking promise that you made to her? How foolish of you." As this is when, Naruto hearing this would say, "So, it's foolish of me, right? Well then, you really do piss me off, don't you?" Naruto would, grab onto Neji's shoulder and squeeze down. As he would say, "So, I guess I'll be speaking to you in the ring, huh? Why don't we stop talking and wait for the fight to happen?" As, Naruto saying this, Naruto would walk away. As Naruto would be training, Naruto would be able to find out an ability. That being Conqueror's Coding. Now, as Naruto finds out the ability of that, like Conqueror's Coding, Naruto would be able to, fight people, right? But he's able to hit people without, hitting them. He's able to hit people internally. And the people who are hit internally would have, been heavily damaged. So it's the same thing as the Hyuga fighting style, except, the Hyuga fighting style uses chakra. Naruto uses Conqueror's Coding. This would allow Naruto to hit through things, that being like skin, metal, as he's able to not damage the inside, not damage the outside, but the inside could be heavily injured. As Naruto would be using the same tactic that Neji is going to use. As anyways, 1 month would end. As Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would be walking with each other, Sasuke would say, "So Naruto, what did you learn?" As Naruto would show them, they'd say, "That looks new. It seems your haki has a new color." As this is when Naruto's like, "Yeah, I call it Conqueror's Coding because I'm able to hit the inside of things and not the outside. So anytime I hit something, I could only damage it eternally. But it's very useful if I want to end a fight very quickly. But if I want to keep a fight going, then I just don't use it." As this would cause them to look at this and they're like, "Wow, Naruto, you really are smart then, huh? How did you even figure that out?" Naruto says, "Well, I kind of mixed my Conqueror's haki along with my haki, and I got this." As this would cause, them to just look at this in awe. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto will just be thinking "Yo, I have a question too. So, there's this guy named Gaara, right? And Sasuke is gonna be fighting him. Sasuke, I think we should probably switch opponents." But so Naruto's like, no, never mind. I gotta teach Neji a lesson." As, he says this is when he goes back to where the proctor is. Now, as the proctor says for everyone except for Naruto, Uzumaki, and Neji to stay in the ring, everyone has to go up. As they go up, Naruto would see that, there's some people who are looking at him with hatred. But Naruto doesn't care. As people are saying to kill the damn demon, people would have, been cheering for Neji to kill Naruto, as Naruto would be very disgusted by this. So anyways, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would have just been seeing this, as he starts getting angry. As he's getting angrier and angrier, Naruto would let loose a wave of Conqueror's Haki, as everyone in the place would have been silenced. As this is technically Naruto saying, if you don't shut up, I'll harm every single one of you. There's not a damn thing any of you could do about it. As that's technically what Naruto said. This is when Naruto would take a look at every single one of them and start talking. Each one of you are cowards, blaming something that I had no control on me. I can't believe you. And to think that I was going to be protecting you people. It's so despicable. As this is when a lot of people would start shivering. The proctor would say, alright, Naruto, Uzumaki, and Neji Hyuga, are you both ready to fight? As Naruto would say, yes. This is when they decide they're going to start the battle. As Neji would rush in at Naruto, trying to palm strike him, Naruto would hit him. But instead of making contact, this would, damage Neji. As his stomach would be hit, Neji would start coughing up blood. As the Hyuga clan seeing this is like, did he copy the Hyuga clan fighting style? As this was when, Sakura would say no. As Sakura would speak up to the entire, tuning exams, as she would explain Naruto's abilities. She would say, Naruto has a thing, and Naruto possesses something called Conqueror's Haki, along with Haki. Haki is what enhances Naruto's body to become even stronger and land stronger hits. And Naruto is using Conqueror's Haki to be able to coat himself. As he coats his arm in Conqueror's Haki, it would be Conqueror's coating. As she would then say, now since Naruto's able to do this, Naruto's able to hurt the opponent internally. So Naruto doesn't have to hurt the opponent externally, but he's able to actually hurt them internally and able to deal damage like that. As a lot of people would be stunned by Naruto's abilities, Naruto would then say, hey Sakura, why are you telling people my abilities? The Sakura's like, so people don't think you're stealing the Hyuga clan techniques. As Naruto's like, alright Sakura, I guess. As when Neji would have been roundhouse kicked by Naruto, Neji would then do a backflip, sending a chakra palm towards Naruto, but Naruto would easily dodge it. As Naruto dodging it would have seen Neji. As Neji would have jumped out the way, Naruto throwing a punch would have missed it, as it didn't connect. As anyways, after this happens, this is a Naruto would, think of something. You see, he sees Neji doing something, getting him backed up into a corner. As Neji would then say, you are within my range of divination. As Neji would start sending chakra palms to Naruto, Naruto wouldn't be able to be hurt by this, seeing as Naruto literally can't be hurt by this. These are considered blunt attacks. And just as the finger pistol, every time Neji would try and put a finger where Naruto joints are, they would just bounce off back to Neji. As Neji says, well then, it seems that I've got you here. As this is when he sees Naruto and says, huh? As Naruto would say, wait, huh? No you didn't. I'm still standing and you didn't even do anything. All you did was just poke me a couple of times and said that you got me. As Neji would be like, what? He's immune? He's immune to our fighting style? As this would cause a lot of Hyuga to be thinking uh-oh, that's bad. As they don't like the fact that someone this stupid is immune to their fighting style. Oh my goodness. As this would cause an uproar. A lot of people are trying to say that Naruto is too dangerous for his good, and that, if they let him free like this, then he's just gonna keep on causing havoc. And what if he tries to kill the Hyuga clan? This is when the Hokage would say, that's enough. As what Naruto would say, Gamu Gamu no Bazooka! As this is when, Neji would be hit with a bazooka. This would hit him, as he would start coughing up an immense amount of blood, or a lot of blood. As this blood would signify that Neji was just knocked out. Now, after this, Neji would be knocked out, as the proctor would say, Naruto Uzumaki, winner by knockout. As this would cause a lot of people to just be rethinking of their life, saying like, there's no way Naruto actually won. As a lot of people, they would start like thinking of Naruto, as they would not like him at all, one bit. But some people would start cheering, as some would start clapping, as the majority would actually start liking Naruto. The minorities would start hating him. As anyways, they think of him as impressive now at this point, as he was able to beat the Hyuga prodigy. As anyways, after this is when all the matches would be called out, as Sasuke being the last match would be called out. This is when Sasuke would charge up a Chidori, piercing it straight through Gaara's chest, as this would commence the Konoha Crush. As Naruto would have been put to sleep, Sakura would hit him on the top of his head saying, Naruto, wake up! As this is when, Naruto would have woken up, as he's like, huh? What the heck happened? As Sakura's like, the leaf is being under attack. You need to wake up right now. And Naruto's like, oh shoot, what's going on? As Sakura would say, look, we need to go and help Sasuke, because it seems like he's fighting that Gaara guy, and that Gaara guy is dangerous, Naruto, please. As Naruto hearing this would be like, oh shoot. Oh, you're right, Sakura. Yeah, I got it, Sakura, don't worry. As Sakura would see Naruto would have ran to where Gaara is. As he makes it there, Gaara would have been fighting with Sasuke. As Naruto would appear right in front of Gaara, Naruto would hit him with Conqueror's Coding. Gaara would be injured by this. As Gaara would actually start feeling pain, Gaara would start coughing up blood. As Naruto would start beating up Gaara, Gaara decides he's gonna let out Shukaku. Naruto seeing this would be like, uh-oh, what can I do with that? Well, it seems like I'm gonna have to pull that out. As Naruto would start, he would bite his tongue, or not bite his tongue, but bite his thumb and start blowing air into it. As Naruto's arm starts to grow bigger and bigger, Naruto would then slam it into Gaara's Shukaku form. As Shukaku would be hit back, Shukaku would say, wind style, wind bullet. As Naruto would be hit by this, Naruto would actually be a little bit on the injured side. He would be a little bit cut up. As Naruto would then say, third gear, elephant Gatling. As Gaara would start being pummeled, or more like Shukaku. As soon as Shukaku would have been completely deformed, this is when Naruto's arms would turn normal, and with no chakra or haki, would start beating up Gaara with the Gatling. As Gaara is being pummeled to the ground, Naruto would see that Gaara is knocked out. As Naruto would then come up to Gaara, Gaara would wake up saying, No, I can't let you end my existence, Uzumaki. As this is when Naruto would say, what are you talking about? Existence? You say that as if you killing people was your existence. As Gaara would say exactly what it is. Killing people. It's what sustains my life. It's what have birthed me. It sustains me. As Naruto would be very weirded out by this. Hearing this, Naruto would say, that's not the way, Gaara. As Gaara would just look at Naruto would start talking with him, saying that killing people doesn't sustain him, and that it's what his family is. His family sustains it. As this would cause Gaara to get a little bit mad, but Gaara would then understand something. What if Naruto is correct? What if Naruto, isn't lying? As, Naruto would just take a look at Gaara. Gaara would just see Kankuro and Temari show up. As Kankuro and Temari would show up, Naruto would, say, take care of him, alright? And make sure he doesn't go on that dark path again. As they would do so. Now, we're gonna go to a time where Naruto would head back to the village. Naruto would make it to a barrier. He sees the death of Hiruzen. As after this, Naruto would have been traumatized. As Naruto was traumatized, Naruto would have been looking to the sky. As his mouth would be open. He would be crying. As the Anbu seeing this would knock him out, so he doesn't have to suffer. As this is when, Naruto would wake up. As these events would happen. what is it called? The Konoha Crush would have been stopped. As Naruto would have been in the hospital, the Konoha 12 would be there. As they would be thinking, is Naruto okay? As this when Naruto wakes up, Kakashi and Jiraiya would be there, along with all the other Jonin senseis. As Naruto gets up, his eyes would be dull. But this is when one eye would be shown and the other one would be covered. As Naruto would be looking the same way Luffy did when Luffy saw his brother die. As Naruto would be sending out waves of Conqueror's Haki, Naruto would say, "Where is he? Where is Gigi?" As Tsu and Jiraiya would come up from behind him and give him a hug. As Naruto would start crying, Naruto would just cry. As Jiraiya's hugging him, Naruto feels as if he has a connection to this man. It seems as this man has a connection towards him too. As this would cause Jiraiya to just cry too, seeing as his grandson has suffered enough. As he sees what's going on, Jiraiya says, "Look kid, we're gonna have to talk." As they do so, an hour would go by. Naruto would be in a better mood. Jiraiya would say that they have to find a new Hokage. As they do so, this is when we have a time to where Naruto would have just said, "Alright, I guess." As they would go and, try and find a new Hokage, Naruto and Jiraiya would make it out the village. As they start heading towards Tanzabata town, as Naruto would decide to stay in the hotel room, Naruto decides to do some push-ups and sit-ups. As he does these, this is when he hears a knock at his door. As Naruto, remember this, he isn't the same as before. No, he's changed. He's a tiny bit more serious, but he still does smile. Now, as this is going on, Naruto would open the door and see Itachi. As Naruto would look at him with angry eyes. Naruto would say, "What the hell are you doing here? You killed Sasuke's clan. You killed them. You did it just for power. So what makes you think that I won't kill you here, right now, for showing your face to me?" As Itachi would say, "Naruto Uzumaki, you're coming with us. We need your Biju." As Naruto, hearing this, would then turn on his haki and punch Itachi. As Itachi would get punched, he would spit out blood. As Itachi was not expecting this, Naruto didn't even make contact with him. So he just expected that Naruto was not able to actually land the punch. But no, that has to be further from the truth. As Naruto would have been thinking yo, why is he here? There's no reason for him to be here. Even then, why is he here for my Biju? Something's off. As Naruto would start fighting with Itachi and Kisame, Naruto would make quick and easy work of both of them, hitting them with a Haki Gatling gun, jet pistols. They would both be unconscious on the ground. As this is when Obito and Black Zetsu would show up. As they would look at Naruto, they both would go into the ground. As they take Itachi and Kisame out, they would leave. Now as this happens, Jiraiya would say, "Alright kid, I found them, and also, were you fighting them?" As Naruto was like, "Yeah, they were pretty weak." As this is when we have a time to where Naruto, along with Jiraiya, would go and look for Tsunade, as they get her. Now as they find her, Naruto says, "Tsunade sends you. We request that you become the Hokage." As, Tsunade hearing this would be like, "What the hell did you say to me, you brat? I'm not becoming Hokage. Not a day in my life will I ever become Hokage. That job is for people who want to die." As Naruto hearing this would say, "Huh? The hell did you say, old hag?" As Tsunade would start bad-mouthing the Hokages, Naruto, taking great offense to this, would say, "So, you want to be beaten so badly, huh? Well then, you should have never said that to me. You should have never said that to my face. So, Tsunade Senju, come outside, and we'll talk this out, with fist. As Tsunade would just smirk, saying, alright, kid. Seems you got some guts. As Naruto's like, no. I'm just gonna beat the hell out of you. How dare you badmouth the old man like that? As Tsunade would say, what's your bond with him anyway? You act as if you knew him your entire life. And Naruto would say, cause I did. He was the one who took care of me. As Tsunade hearing this, would kind of like feel bad now. Because like, she heard about the news about him dying. As Naruto would grab onto Tsunade and throw her out of the building. As Tsunade, already defending herself, Naruto would throw a punch. As she would get hit, she would feel this pain, as it would be very painful. Naruto would start beating up Tsunade. As Tsunade would duck and punch Naruto, but every time she punches Naruto, the attacks won't work, and it's as if it bounces off. As Naruto isn't like, he's immune to any blunt attacks, so that's not gonna work on him. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would be thinking like, hey, what's with you and always wasting your life in these gambling places? It's as if you don't have anything else to do other than gamble and drink, huh, you old hag? As, Tsunade hearing this would have been very, very, offended by this. But she sees Naruto. As Naruto would be right in front of her with a punch ready. As this punch would hurt her. This punch would be so painful that Tsunade is close to passing out. As Naruto says, either you become Hokage or else you'll be going back in a body bag. As, Tsunade hearing this, seeing like the threat that Naruto is gonna do so. As she sees that Naruto isn't playing games. As anyways, Naruto would hit her one last time, knocking her out. It's a couple of hours to go by, she wakes up. Now as she wakes up, this is when Shizune would say that she got beaten by Naruto, and that she's gonna have to become Hokage now, because she lost something. She lost a bet that she made. As anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would just be thinking, so, it's time to go back to the village. As Tsunade would do so. Now as Tsunade is going back, she would be looking at Naruto and thinking he looks familiar. As she would say, is that Jiraiya's kid? Is that Minato's kid, Jiraiya? As Jiraiya would nod, she would just frown. But then she would give the necklace to Naruto, saying he's gonna need this more than she is. As anyways, after this is when we have a time to where Tsunade is inaugurated as the Hokage. Oh shoot. As she's made the Hokage, this is where we're gonna do a 3-year time skip. Now, 3 years go by. As, Naruto would just be thinking like, seems a lot has happened past a couple of days, but I guess whatever. As this is when, past couple of years, as Naruto's been thinking like, of every new transformation that he's made, that being 4th gear. As Naruto has been able to learn a lot of things. This is when Naruto hears the news that Gaara was kidnapped. As Tsunade would order him, along with a team of the Konoha 12, to go and find and save Kankuro. As Sakura would be going along with Sasuke. Now as this happens, Naruto would have been thinking, well, I'll leave you guys to the ground while I go in the air. As Naruto would transform into his Gear 4th state, Naruto would use his elasticity to propel himself in the air. As this is going on, Naruto would have just, made it to the Sand Village. Now as he makes it, he sees a clay bird. As he goes and shoots it down with one of his fists, Naruto would grab on to Deidara, or not grab on, but start hitting him with his fist on his Gear 4th. So Naruto would untransform, going into Gear 2, catching, Gaara, and straight up punching Deidara to the point where Deidara is about to die. As Deidara decides he's gonna drop his EF5 bomb, Naruto would get out there quickly. As Naruto would find Sasori, Naruto, seeing all the puppets, would use Gatling, as he would use Haki this would make it more flame. As this is when all the puppets would start burning. Every time Naruto would hit them, they would just completely get decimated. As this is when Naruto would have said, well then, I guess Gaara's safe, but he's dead. Damn it, I was too late. As Naruto would have frowned by this, Naruto would see Lady Kuro, as Kuro decides that she's gonna actually just save Gaara's life, as Naruto talked her into doing it. As anyways, after this is when Naruto would see a masked man. As the masked man tries to take him in a genjutsu, Naruto would easily evade this. As Naruto says, hey, who do you think you are? As this is when the man would take a look at Naruto and say, my name is Madara Uchiha, of course, and I need your biju. As to when, Tsunade is getting news that Jinchurikis across the globe, or across the elemental nations, is being kidnapped. As she hears this, she's gonna decide to call a Kage summit. As after Naruto saves Gaara, Naruto would be ambushed by the Sage's Six Paths. Or not by the Sage's Six Paths, by the Six Paths of Pain. As Pain would have been ambushing Naruto would make quick and easy work. As Naruto would run up to the first path, he would instantly break it. By just, punching it many times, this would cause it to get, mangled. As anyways, after this is when Naruto would keep on going and taking on all of the Six Paths of Pain. As Naruto would be caught in a singularity, that being the Tengai Tensei. As he would be brought up, this is when he gets sent into a ball. As this would make a divot into the earth, Naruto would be in a gigantic ball. As this when Naruto would explode out. As a whole bunch of Conqueror's Haki would be leaking out of this. As, Pain would be looking at this in fear, Naruto would appear right in front of him. As Naruto would hit him. With Conqueror's coating, Pain would start to explode from the inside, as these hits are immensely powerful. This is when Pain would have been taken care of. As Naruto would appear right where Pain was, by just running over there, Naruto would do something. Naruto would say, so, what's the reason of attacking me? As Nagato says, I needed your biju. I needed it for world peace. But you stopped that. You stopped world peace for your greediness and wanting to live. Your biju, if I took it, it could have been a good thing for all of us, for everyone. To be able to have world peace, we must have sacrifices. As Naruto would say, well then, I don't think this is the way. Killing for world peace isn't the way. But it's the way you think it is, then it's not. As Naruto would spread his ideologies, Nagato would think that Naruto is actually a true person. Someone that could actually be the child of prophecy. As anyways, after this is when Naruto would be called back to the village. As a Hokage summit would have been called. Now, as this Kage summit would have been called, Madara Uchiha would have, went there and would have fumbled the plans, saying he's going to start the 4th Great Ninja War, and that he already has all the bijus except for the Nine Tails. As they decide they're going to try and keep Naruto out of the war, Tsunade says that would probably be the biggest mistake, since Naruto is the strongest out of every single Kage. As all of them hearing this is no way, he can't be that strong. Tsunade says, at the age of 13, he beat me bloody. As all of them hearing this would be like, what? You're telling me a Genin did that, and now he's... What is he? Tsunade would say, he's a king. He's a ruler, technically. He's so strong to the point where people will bend to his will. Anyways, we're just gonna have a time to where Naruto would make it to the Kage Summit. As this is when they would start mobilizing their troops. As this is when they start looking for the Akatsuki base, Madara would pull up on Gaara's squadron. And unlucky for Madara, that's the squadron that Naruto was in. As Naruto and Madara would start fighting, this incredible battle would be seen by everyone. As Naruto would have went into Gear 4 Snake Man, Naruto would have been hitting Madara, breaking all of his Susanoo, and anything that Madara has tried would never work. As when, Kabuto would show up with the reanimated Tsuchikage, as Madara would then be healed by the Ito Tensei. As this happens, Madara would have then absorbed the Ten Tails, but before that, it would be Obito, and then Madara would betray Obito. As this is happening, Naruto sees this, would rush in at Madara. As Madara and Naruto start to fight, Naruto would send an attack at him, that being a very powerful punch. As in a split second, Naruto would be like 100 feet away from Madara, as this is when he would be only 10 feet away from Madara. As he would then send the punch would even go faster. As Madara would be sent flying back, he would be hit by this powerful punch. He would be hit into a mountain. As when Madara decides to use an attack, he sends a Bijudama towards Naruto. As Naruto, trying to dodge it, would dodge out the way, but Naruto would be hit by this. As he'd be heavily injured, Naruto would continue fighting. As Madara would start making blades out of the truth-seeking orbs, he would start stabbing Naruto. As Naruto, being untransformed, would have been stabbed in both of his arms, legs, and shoulders. As this is when Madara would send an attack, a Bijudama point blank. As everyone seeing this would see Naruto's death. As Naruto would have been dead. As this is when a lot of people start to lose hope. Seeing that Madara is going to kill every single one of them, they decide that they're just going to give it their all. But before anything happens, they start to hear drums. As Joy Boy is coming back. As the drums of liberation. As this is going on, Naruto would get up with a smile on his face. As he starts to bounce around the entire battlefield, laughing and smiling. Madara would say, "I killed you! How are you alive?" As Naruto would just keep on laughing. Naruto would look at Madara, and then his eyes would pop out of his head, as in a cartoon way. As when Madara would start attacking Naruto. But Naruto would be dodging every attack and hitting Madara with the same force. As this is when Naruto would then send a punch towards Madara. This is when Naruto would start moonwalking on air. As he's moonwalking on air, this is when he starts to slide, do a little spin, and then send a punch straight towards Madara's face. As Madara would summon a gigantic meteor, Naruto would become a giant. As Naruto would act like he's playing basketball with this meteor, a lot of people would be scared by this, but it would be a little bit funny. As Madara would shoot a hoop, it would land straight on Madara. As Madara would come out, as the meteor would explode, he would come right to where Naruto was and would try and kill him. But Naruto would dodge his attacks and hit Madara with a devastating attack. As this would be a Conqueror's Coding Sun God form Naruto, hitting him with this attack. As Madara gets hit with this attack, a hole would be blasted in Madara's torso. As for Naruto would say, "Well, it seems you couldn't keep up with me, huh, Madara?" As Naruto would start laughing, Madara would fall dead. As all of the Nine Tails Bijus, except for the Nine Tails because they use the Ingaku and Gengaku brothers, the chakra would go back in the world. As Naruto would gain the two of the chakra that the Ingaku and Gengaku brothers had. As this is when a lot of people would start cheering. As you're probably wondering, what happened? What happened with Itachi? Itachi got killed by Sasuke. Kisame killed by Naruto. And the rest of the Akatsuki members are gone. Along with Nagato, but Konan is surprisingly still alive. As Konan would show up, Konan would look at Naruto. As she would thank him, as he seemingly created world peace. As we have a 20-year time skip. Now Naruto is at the age of 36, as he's looking over the village. He has a straw hat on, and some, boots, or not boots, but like some slippers on, the slippers that, Luffy would wear. As this is when Naruto would just have a big smile, looking over the village. As this is when I'm going to end off the what if Naruto had Luffy's powers and kind of personality, but As anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what y'all thought. Guys, I am so sorry. I did not go to sleep last night. So yeah, I was up until 11. Then I went to sleep, or like I started this at 11:14. I stopped around 12, went to sleep, and then recontinued this. So yeah, and to make up for the 2 movies that I missed, I made this one a little bit more longer. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this what if. So yeah. Anyways, tomorrow is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. So that's gonna be my last what if that I'm making. That's gonna be a movie. Well, not my last what if, but the thing that I was talking about, that I was gonna put 7 movies. Yeah, that's gonna be the last one for a while, actually, because I can't believe I've made 6 movies unscripted. That's crazy. And that's the thing, most of my movies are unscripted, but I take my time with mine. So I started this at 11 a.m. and it's 8:10 p.m. But you gotta know that I actually went back, because I woke up at 4. I went back to this at 5 o'clock, so it kind of took me like 3 hours for this one. But yeah. Anyways, I want to go on some ideas. What if Naruto had the dragon race? Or what if Naruto was the reincarnation of Kaido, the remake? Or the movie? I want to make that so urgently. And anything that I've scrapped, I will make. So what if Naruto had Black Air Force energy? But I don't know how I'm going to do that. So yeah, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and peace. I'm out.